ever. We're smudge galore. Thing is, my kids mostly grew up in British Columbia. It wasn't till BC in the West Coast that we found sage, especially white Californian sage. So really, when Nenufar, my oldest, who's photography here, she was in my belly when I first discovered sweatlodges and the native ceremonies from actually Irish man, Eamon O'Brien. I stumbled in the middle of the night to a sweat lodge, about 7, 8 months pregnant, over in the Sunshine Coast in Roberts Creek, which was really remote at the time. I think 20 years ago. It was pretty remote. A lot of people who ran away from the States to avoid being in the Army in the 70s, they were up there. In the 90s, you know, hiding up there. A lot of old hippies, and then a lot of, you know, sort of backcountry folk kind of people. And there I was in a little cabin with Nenufar in my belly, after having hitchhiked through the States and up the West Coast, and actually made it to BC, whereas I come from Ontario. I grew up in Ontario. So the white sage here, it's really significant to us, because they've been around it when they were little ones a lot, and when we traveled quite nomadically to Hawaii and Mexico and through the States and all the islands out here in the interior. Maybe some of you know us from when we were doing such wild and crazy stuff. We're still pretty wild and crazy, really. We're bohemians at heart. Gypsies in our soul. So saging, smudging, it's all about purifying, and you know what? It's all about releasing and dissolving any negativity and any blocks. So I think this is like such a sacred photographic session. So healing for everyone on so many levels, and respecting our ancestors here in BC. Yeah, I was saying about, I was learning from actually an Irish man who was adopted by Lakota. Maybe some of you know who I'm talking about. And he was out on Sunshine Coast when I stumbled into the sweat lodge, and Nenufar was in my belly. Blow it out! Woo! That is the torch. You better get a photo of that. Lit up. Whoa! On fire! And actually when we were in the lodge for the first time or so, Nenufar was in my belly. People actually seen a white light coming from my section of the dark part of the sweat lodge, and well, we didn't. Nobody said anything, you know, and so we were asked people were asked after, hey, by the person leading the sweat lodge, Eamon O'Brien, did anybody see anything in there? He wanted to know if he was just the only one seeing things, and he also wanted to know if more than one person saw it, right? And if they were lying, he said they're not going to make it up, because he was like, did anyone see anything? And I'm going to whisper, just say it all at once. Saw a white light. People said, I saw a white light. Saw a white light coming from, and he said, from where? And they all pointed to me. Isn't that amazing? This little baby child, she's all grown up. She's 19, 20, and you know what? She has not had an easy ride of it. And she's still living her dream. You know, it's not always easy to live your dream. She has ridden through life with a passion and insurmountable circumstances for all of us, it seems, you know, to break through and find financial freedom and live your passion. People love seeing that, you know what? People love it. They are mesmerized by seeing people break through. They want to see you break through. So go ahead. Remember your passion. Know who you are. You are a white light. You are a bright light to this world. Bring it.